A New Mexico state police officer gets shot and stays in the fight until that suspect is apprehended. This officer sounds like a true badass and a true warrior. Let's check it out. Okay, so when you're walking up to a car and you notice the brake lights come on, that's a red flag. All right, so that doesn't always mean something bad's gonna happen, but usually if somebody putting their foot on the brake after they let it off, after they come to a stop, they put it in a car park, their foot's off the brake, they put their foot back on the brake, could mean that they're going to take off or something like that. So just a little indicator just to kind of just stay a little extra alert on a traffic stop.
Shots fired, shots fired. White Arizona pickup truck headed westbound. Shots fired, shots fired.
Wow, so I mean he was ready. He was waiting for her to come up to the window and popped at least one round off. I don't know how many rounds he got off, but at least one right through the window. It looks right around the head height. So it looks like she might have got shot in the head. But doing excellent. She got excellent rounds off. You could see the vehicle driving away and you could see the rounds hitting the back of that window. Like really, really good shots from what just happened to the vehicle moving away. I mean, really, really well placed shots there. And then she goes and calls on the radio and lets everybody know what's going on, staying really, really calm given this situation. So, wow.
Okay, what's your location heading west now?
K98, I'm in pursuit. I've been hit in pursuit. He's eastbound on I-40, just east of my location. White Arizona plate, white GMC Arizona plate, passing the 131.
Yeah, for passing the 131, white GMC, shots fired, K98 hit, and outside 55.
So I didn't hear her call at the traffic stop in the beginning. Maybe I missed it. Let me know in the comments if I missed it. But usually it's a good idea to call the traffic stop out first fully, which she might have done. She just reiterating that the tag is an Arizona plate and getting that information back out there. But that's kind of information that's very important to get out there in the first place in case something like this happens. That way we already have that information. We know what vehicle we're looking for already. That's part of the process. When we do our traffic stops, we call out that information first, just in case something like this happens and the vehicle takes off. We're able to know what vehicle was involved.
Yeah, for getting other agencies in the area.
I have no idea. Oh.
Yeah.
She's supposed to know.
Do you have any driver descriptions at all?
Single male driver. The windshield, I hit the windshield. Unsure if he's hit. I hit the back window area in pursuit.
In pursuit. 416, better location. I-40 eastbound milepost 131. Repeating I-40 eastbound milepost 131.
K98. Unknown where the vehicle's at. I'm passing the 133 now. He's ahead of me. Fuck.
Yeah, 4 passing 133. It lost visual the vehicle.
Seriously.
K98, I believe I'm caught up with the vehicle. He's behind a semi-truck. I'm gonna keep my distance until I get more units in the area.
So that's always good. You look at the radar on there, and it looks like she's going about 70 to 80 miles an hour. It's not crazy fast. So that guy's not driving terribly fast. Catches up to him, finds the vehicle. Pretty obviously what vehicle it is. I mean, it's got both holes in the back of it. But catches up to the vehicle, and she does something that's very smart here, is that she kind of holds back and is waiting for additional units. All right, something you should always do. Don't get right back into the gunfight if you don't have more backup there. It's always better to do that. Obviously, if the guy pulls over real quick or something like that, then that'll present itself, and she'll need to handle it then. But really good on her for staying focused and staying in the right mindset and remembering her training and not, getting gung-ho about the situation. So, especially after this guy just shot her, I mean, I would want nothing but to get back at it. So, I mean, there's a lot going on here.
Yeah, we're behind the semi. Lieutenant, we'll call when we can. 10-4-5-1-6, notify on-call lieutenant.
Oh!
Double checks also send all additional units available. Yeah, for all checkups, all units in the D5 area. If we be around
sending everybody. Everybody's going to back her up.
We got shots fired. Hit was hit. She's pursuing a white GMC vehicle. AZ plate unknown numeric and alpha. 10-com to K98. Can you give us an updated location?
K98, we're traveling the speed limit. My lights are turned on, my rear's on, my camera is on. He's behind a semi. We're passing the 125 eastbound, doing 70 miles per hour. The plate is gonna be 347 Frank Tom Young. 347 Frank Tom Young. I believe he's gonna pull over. I don't know, he's got hazards on. It looks like he's getting rifle ready or something. I'm gonna keep distance.
So still relaying out pertinent information. Once again, we're laying out the tag, which sounds like it might not already been done, or maybe the dispatch didn't get it right or something like that, but still giving out proper information. She's noticing movement in the vehicle. She feels like maybe he'd be getting a rifle or something like that, because why else would he be pulling over after he just shot her? So, be prepared for those kind of things. But she's doing a really, really good job so far. Really, really good.
Yeah, for passing the 125 70 miles per hour, looks like he's pulling over and does have hazard lights, but possibly getting armed with a rifle. Air support in the area. Definitely get air support in the area.
Fucker. Ah!
So I just noticed something there. Did you guys catch that? She's racking her rifle, getting it ready, getting it loaded, but it bumps off the steering wheel there, and the magazine falls out. So it doesn't seem like the magazine was seated properly, but it came out there. So hopefully she gets that back in.
K98, did the vehicle pull over?
Affirmative. Driver is standing outside with his hands up. Driver standing outside with his hands up. Stand by 10-3 air.
So it sounds like he's giving up.
Outside vehicle with his hands up. I'm showing you near the milepost 135, correct?
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Spotting units is going to be at mile marker 135. Air 10-3 at this time.
Yeah, it's getting my blood flowing here. Wish I could have been there to help out or something, you know.
Can you hear me?
So we can't blame her. High stress situation, you know, tunnel vision, all this stuff's coming into play. She never realizes that. It doesn't seem like she ever realized her mag came out, and hopefully this doesn't end in a gunfight. I don't believe it does, but if it were of, and she needed to use that rifle, it's probably not going to work. Maybe one round in there, so one solid place round could work, but yeah, there's no magazine in there, so hopefully nothing that she doesn't need it. So it sounds like she just took it off safety,
just for your
just getting it ready, but there's no magazine.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna just hold my position until another unit comes. I can barely move my left hand. That's where I was hit. I'm gonna wait until further units come. He's got his hands outside he's standing outside his unit. I'm too far away where he can hear me. 10-4.
10-4, too far away for him to hear you. Break 10 count of 516 for 11 Laguna.
Can you hear me?
Agencies, possible APD and surrounding units, no as well. PCCL as well.
I've got Laguna PD.
10-4.
So this ends up, if you can hear the radio talk and everything like that, this becomes an issue in these kind of situations. Is like when things like this happen, everybody else on the radio basically needs to just shut up and get to the scene. All right, they should know where, once they find out where she's at, you know, and all that information, shut up, get off the radio. We don't need a bunch of people trying to communicate on the radio when she needs to be relaying information over the radio, giving updates and everything like that. Let her have the radio. That happens a lot, and it's something that we have to bring up every now and then at our agency as well. When things get a little hectic, is just, you know, sometimes you just got to get on the radio. As a supervisor, you should get on the radio and say, everybody shut up and give her the channel, you know. So that's kind of what's happening right now.
Go. You go.
Another vehicle pulls up behind.
Get back in the vehicle!
So it looks like there's a second car on scene now, and so I'm assuming that they had apprehended, the other officer or whoever right on scene has apprehended this suspect, the original suspect, and now she's drawn her attention towards the rear. You can see this big truck back here has pulled over behind them, and she's trying to tell them to get the hell out of here, and she's focusing her attention on that. So it's always scary when something comes up behind you. It could be somebody who's trying to help, concerned citizen, or just some random person who decided to pull over behind a police incident and not want to leave when there's guns out and everything. So, or want to film it or something like that. We don't know anything that could be happening here, but I mean, that's your scene. Control it, So she's obviously addressing that properly, as long as the other guy is taken care of, which I think he is. And yeah, she's going to address this, see what happens.
I don't know. He was next to that guy that shot me. Get down on the ground!
Okay. At some point he was next to the guy that shot her. So I don't know if that was when they was driving or when they got pulled over. Or she pulled him over.
I've got one Laguna PD officer on scene with me. Got one Laguna PD officer on scene with me. Hey man. Hey. Just worry about him for now. I'll keep my eye on him. You come here. You come here. You come here. Come here.
Let's not forget, she just got shot. And she's still going, man. She's still kicking butt. She's still handling the situation, controlling it, giving commands. Fantastic. Oh, but still doesn't have a magazine in her rifle, so she's gonna look back on this and be like, oh my gosh.
Get down on the ground. Get down on the ground. Put your hands behind your head.
That's my son.
Yeah, he fucking shot me.
He did.
Yeah, no, I'm bleeding for no fucking reason. Put your hands behind your back.
Dumb son of mine. That arm can't work.
You have any weapons on you?
That darn son of mine. What? What is going on here, man? Well, yeah, she's pissed. It's like, yeah, he fucking shot me, man. And I'm bleeding for no reason. She's pissed, man. You can't blame her. I don't know what this was, like a father-son trip gone wrong or something, man. But yeah, you're darn son, all right.
Where's your knife?
It's in my other pocket.
Get up.
Stupid idiot son. I'm so sorry, man.
Sit right there. Sit right there.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry.
I don't know where I threw your knife, but don't move.
I'm not gonna move.
Don't move, bro.
Let's move forward. Put your hands up. Put your hands up.
Okay, so we now switch to the other officer's cam, and what I had assumed before, he was already detained. He was not already detained. So I'm a little confused by that. I don't know how they took their attention off of him and went to that guy. I mean, that guy could have taken off, and then they could have lost him. So a little confused why that happened. I know lots going on, but still, I mean, they should have got this guy and maybe had that officer go after that guy, because at one point they were both going after the guy behind him, the father, and that means they both let this guy just sit in his car, stand on the side of the road, what he was doing there. Another thing I want to point out here is this officer has his gun out and handcuffs out. There's no reason to have your handcuffs out yet. All right. Keep your handcuffs in their pouch until you have full compliance from that subject. keep your gun out. Obviously, he just shot an officer. Keep your gun out. Absolutely perfect. And give him orders. Get him to the ground in a vulnerable position to where you have him on the ground. Then holster up. Then handcuff. All right. Don't have your handcuffs out right now because that can cause confusion with your firearm in your other hand. And if you go to try to like handcuff and still have that gun out, you might, pull the trigger and then you got your own sticky situation there. So just something to point out.
Stay right there. And they're bound. And it's all the way down. Anybody else in the truck?
Just my pet cat. The gat's on. That's all.
Where's the gun?
It's my pet cat.
Sitting on the center console.
Sitting on the console?
Yes, sir.
Okay, get up.
So see what they did there? They had him lift his shirt and spin around because they were checking to see if he had a firearm in his waistband. And then they put him in a vulnerable position to where he's on his knees and crosses his legs to where it's a lot harder for him to get up and it's an easier way to handcuff. So really good job there.
Huh? Okay, hold on. Go. Who else is in the truck?
Nope, just my pet cat.
Just my pet cat.
I'll do everything you want me to.
There's a dog in there. Keith! Stay right here.
Yes, sir. I won't.
Stay right there.
Yes, sir.
You want me to put him in your unit? In here? Okay. Stay right there.
Yes, sir.
All compliant, all cooperative now. Why did you shoot her?
You have a dog in there? You have a dog in there?
No, it's on the other side. Can you put him in your unit? I don't want to deal with him right now.
Okay, all right. Let's go.
Yeah, get him the hell away from her, right?
Stay there, don't move.
Yes, sir.
Move over a little bit.
Buckle up for safety.
You don't have anything in your pockets? What's that in your pocket?
Wallet.
Go ahead and step back out. I need to search you.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Turn around.
Yes, sir.
Anything in your pocket is going to stick me, hurt me, poke me.
You should not be.
Okay, spread your feet. You said your wallet's in here?
Yes, sir.
This pocket, this pocket.
Upper pocket, sir.
Anything else in there?
No, not that pocket.
Stay in that position, don't move.
Yes, sir. So, I got pocket knife in this pocket.
What's that?
That pocket knife in the right truck, yes.
Pocket knife in your truck?
Yes, sir. As well as a rifle.
A rifle?
Yes, sir.
Go and have a seat.
Did in fact have a rifle in the car.
You can find my ID in there as well.
Huh?
You can find my ID in there as well.
Okay.
What is going on with this guy? Shoots an officer and then all of a sudden he's like Mr. Angel cooperative. But good on this officer for catching that he needed to search this guy. If another officer hands you a suspect, double check, all right? Don't trust that officer's search. No matter how much you trust that officer can be your best friend. I always search again. I think I talked about it in the previous video, but always search again. And especially after an incident like this, you should always search a suspect before you put them in the vehicle. Because once they're in the vehicle, if they have something on them, they get out of their cuffs or wiggle to the front and they get a firearm on them. That's a whole nother mess of a situation. So do a thorough search of that suspect every time. Trying to figure out where she actually got shot.
Sit in the hand. Huh? No, the vehicle's not clear yet. Yeah. Hold it. Sorry. Quick fix for now.
Is there something in my eye, guys? This one here fucking hurts.
Yeah, you got blood. Shrapnel. You probably have some shrapnel in there.
Okay.
Skip traffic. 27 grenades in that 55.
So I don't know if she got shot in the hand. They bandaged her hand up. Her other hand is a little messed up too. And then obviously she's got some shrapnel in her face, probably from the glass. When he hit the glass with the shot, it's splattered right in her face. So it doesn't look like, I don't know if she actually got hit with any of the rounds. Might have just been glass shrapnel in her hand, or she might have got hit in the hand. So nothing too serious. From the angle of the camera, it looked like that was like right at head height. So she's very, very fortunate.
That's the dad.
No, I was down there. He took off after he shot me, and so I came after him.
Where things start to slow down and reality of what just happened just kicks in. You know, she's thinking about like, man, I could have been it. I could have been dead right there. Very, very close call there.
Yeah, can I drive myself to the hospital? I've been hit in both hands.
We're gonna get you an ambulance.
Okay.
We're gonna leave this as is where it is. He's in the back, right?
No, Laguna has him. I didn't want him anywhere near me.
Okay. One hit on your hand?
One in this hand, one, it got the end of this finger.
Okay. How far back original incident?
Past the top of the hill, it's about the 123. I hit traffic stop on it, so they should have GPS'd it.
Okay, so about the 123?
24.
Do you remember seeing anything?
Fuck, no, sorry.
Okay, no, that's fine, that's fine. And that's where the...
That's where the main shooting happened, and then he took, like I said, I started to walk up, I got to the rear, shots fired, I fell back because he hit me, I went like that, he hit me, and yeah.
That's fine, no, that's what I'm, just get that secured over there. Let me find out where the 55's at.
This is his dad.
That's his father?
That's his father.
Okay, all right. We're gonna secure this all right here, but we gotta find out where the second scene's at, where the actual shots were. It's gonna be back there over the hill. About the 123, you said?
Yeah, can I shut down or?
Shut down, yeah, go ahead. About the 123, so we're gonna have to figure that out.
Oh, fucker.
It's all right. Let me just have some photos here real quick. Just leave your gun as is, just get it blocked and then.
So now the sergeant's got to get on scene, got to figure out what happened, and then they got to secure the original scene, find out where that happened at, secure it, because they got to do a full-on investigation of this whole thing. And obviously body camera is going to be a huge help here, and pretty much going to be case closed here of what happened. So it seems like she did get shot in the hand. She put her hand up, probably to go tell him, put the window down in the beginning there, or maybe it was a second round after he shot off the first one, she put her hand up. Looks like it went through her hand and then caught her other hand too, just a little bit. But for her to continue to stay in the fight like that. This happened not too long ago. This was like a couple months ago, and the sergeant's still using like an ancient little handheld point shoot, probably a terrible camera when we have iPhones now that are way better for that. But maybe their agency doesn't issue them phones. Our agency issues us phones, work phones. We can use those as cameras for our investigations and upload them to our evidence. We used to use cameras like that, and the pictures were absolutely terrible. Always terrible, especially in low light. Terrible. The phones are way better. So that's just funny to me that it's 2020 and they're still using that stuff.
You have a service, sir?
I do.
You do? Can you call my fiance?
Yeah, what do you need? What's the phone number?
Just let her know.
What's the phone number?
That's always the hard part, like calling your family after an incident. Like, I've been involved in a couple incidents, nothing too serious. But you know, I've had to call and like, hey, listen, don't freak out. And you know, every time she hears that, she's gonna freak out anyways. But you know, this happened. There's a time I broke my hand. I had to call her for that. But nothing too serious to me, and hopefully it stays that way, right? So, but I can tell you that story one day, maybe when I broke my hand. But yeah.
You want me to hold it for you? Are you good?
Yeah, I got it.
I called Rael.
Text her.
Yeah.
Just let her know I've been involved in a shooting and I'm okay. I'll let her know what hospital I'm going
What's her name?
Sorry.
No, it's okay. You're good. You did awesome. You did awesome.
So let's go. I'm gonna get a few photos of you. Just how you're dressed, okay? Doing all right?
My fucking hands hurt.
We got the paramedics right now.
You got water in here?
Okay.
Yeah, help out real quick.
Okay. Come on, let's go.
Weapon.
Don't worry about your weapon there. We'll leave it there just for now.
My phones.
Yeah.
Yeah, my hands hurt. Yeah, so once the adrenaline goes away, you start to feel the pain. So her hands are going to start hurting really bad. But they got to take pictures. This is all part of the investigation. They got to take pictures of what she was wearing and everything like that, how she was at the time of the incident, showing that obviously it says state police there, so this guy can't say I didn't know it was a police officer. I thought it was somebody else impersonating a police officer or a threat to my safety or that. No, it says state police right there. So, that's one part of the investigation they got to do. And they're going to take all of her clothes. They're going to take her body armor, everything. It's got blood on it. And forensics is going to look it over. It's going to be part of the case now. They're going to take her firearm until the case is closed, or she can return to duty. So she'll be put on temporary leave for the time being until the investigation is complete, and then she can return to duty. Obviously, once her hands heal from this incident.
We'll get it. We'll get it.
Right?
Yeah.
You want me to hold it up? Here, hold it.
No, I just throw those in my mouth.
I thought it was hurting your hand.
No.
3.
That ibuprofen, get those pain meds started.
Do we have
Where's the second?
Are you gonna coming up from Albuquerque? We need someone to go with her to the hospital.
Selena's on her way.
Selena. Good.
Let me call her.
Got it. Okay.
My phone's
We'll get it. Hey, let's go up here. Let's go up here. Come on.
Go ahead. Good morning. I'm Jenny. ID 321 forwarding. 51 forwarding. Log me in, please. At this time, sir, all units are requested to go to I-40 at mile plus 135. Reference to shop very
I'm glad I'm really glad. Yeah, I'm glad I moved my head. Yeah. Because he was right on it.
Yeah. Okay.
Amen.
Good. Now, I'm glad you're okay. We'll get this hand taken care of. He's got some abrasions to the back of his head. Looks like the last mine is shattered and cut him. I'll
So it's just her.
516 second.
If I mind giving my cat my thoughts, I appreciate it.
We'll deal with that. I saw your cats in there. We'll get that situated, okay?
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Can you describe to me the events that took place? So an idea of what happened?
Not without my word presence.
Okay. I just need to know what caused the injury to the back of your head. Like a windshield, a window. Everything checks out. We're gonna leave you with these guys.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Go take some back in there.
Where's my shorts? Just let you know.
Okay. You good?
Sorry.
Pretty good.
Sorry.
I think he's okay. We can ask, but I think he's okay. He's been here when the 55 were here. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna ID you. We're gonna ID the other drivers and anybody else in the truck.
No, just my wife and
Okay, we're gonna ID you guys. You're probably gonna be here for a while. We're probably gonna need some statements and stuff from you. So we'll get some phone numbers. We'll get all that information. But you're probably gonna be here until at least we can get investigations guys to speak to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any weapons in the truck?
Yes.
What do you have?
I have an AR-15.
Okay.
Robert Nelson, about
380.
Are they in the truck or are they in the camper?
They're in the truck.
They're in the truck, sir?
Yes.
I have one more for you.
I'm not hearing any audio on this video camera yet. Unless you just turn it on, but you can see the bullet hole, so there's definitely more than one shot. And then that's her shots in the rear of the vehicle there. So some of the medics were talking to him about some injury to the back of his head. So it looks like he probably got some shrapnel in the back of the neck there from the window, the glass in the window shooting to the back of his neck. He's lucky to be alive as well. She got two pretty decently placed shots in the back of that vehicle, and one of them could have easily killed him.
Party's here. I'm Officer Loberg, State Police. This is Officer Newman.
All right. Overnight and
Are you Robert Nelson?
Yes, sir.
Tell me your social, please. Okay, cool. Thanks, sir. I'm here to serve you a warrant, sir. This is your copy. This is a federal warrant from the FBI for the incident this morning. There's nothing you need to sign. I was just here to give it to you, okay?
Alrighty.
Do you have any questions for me?
Well, we'll be able to see the judge.
I don't know. This is federal from them, so that's up to them.
Okay.
But because you're being served it here, they know where you are. So then once they're done with whatever you're doing here, then you'll be transported.
Attempted murder, aggravated battery on a police officer, shooting from a moving vehicle or a motor vehicle, resisting and evading arrest, and this state officer was commissioned as a federal officer on a federal task force. So the FBI got involved and charged him as well for assault against a federal officer. So good luck with all that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more videos like this of Cop Reacts, let me know down below in the comments. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.